Okay, so hello everyone. We are close to the end, but not quite there yet. I want to take a second to thank all participants, all authors, all presenters, all session chairs for being here. I think it has been a bit sporty, but I hope it was worthy for everyone in the end. But before we close, there is something else that we have to do, and it is the Best Paper Award ceremony, so something pretty important. We have a BPA committee, and you see some of the members popping up on the screen. They are Ili Bozorzadeh, Guy Lemieux, Ryan Kastner. They are all here, so I will disappear and leave the floor to them.
All right, I'm going to try to share my window. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, and it won't let me do that because I'm using a Mac. Of course. Ellie, do you have the ability to share that screen? Are you not on a Mac? My apologies. You're muted, Ellie, and I cannot share my screen, unfortunately.
I am on Mac, but let me see if I can do that.
See if you can share, huh?
I'm on a Mac as well.
How dare they, huh? Okay, well, we can get started here. So Ellie and Guy and I were on the Best Paper Committee, and so our task was to decide on the Best Paper Award, and part of that was obviously reading the papers and reading the reviews and reading the rebuttals and reading the responses to the rebuttals and watching the videos, and then also taking into account some of the presentation questions and answers and responses. So we decided to focus largely on kind of the artifacts that will remain after the conference. So those artifacts are the paper itself and the videos that were going to be posted on the YouTube channel. And so we were largely motivated by that, and also actually the artifacts badges, which all of the papers, the Best Paper Awards, all had the artifact badges. We didn't have to worry too much about that, but that was some of our criteria. There were 3 Best Paper Awards, and we're struggling to actually show those slides, but I can just kind of talk them out. And so the first Best Paper Award was the Rapid Stream paper, so parallel physical implementations of FPGA HLS designs by a slew of authors from UCLA and Xilinx and Ghent and Cornell as well. That was the first paper. The second paper was Logic Shrinkage by the folks at Imperial College and also at Cornell, an author from Cornell. And then the final paper was Remote. So that was the multi-object tracking on the dynamic vision sensors for FPGAs by some folks from the University of Hong Kong. Thank you, Guy. Wow, you are much better than I am. There they are. Okay. So there's all the papers, the names, and all of the author list. So you can see that, you know, what is required to get a Best Paper Award? Well, it seems like you need a good number of authors. So there are certainly all these papers were outstanding. So let me talk a little bit about, we had a really hard decision, and let me talk a little bit about some of the really nice aspects of all these papers before we decide, or before we unveil the Best Paper Award. So the Rapid Stream paper we all felt was going to be potentially quite impactful going forward, you know, is using the Xilinx/AMD tools, the Vivado tools or Vitus tools. Geez, you guys change your names way too often there, huh? But we felt that would be something that, you know, would be used going forward. Something that is a big pain for all of us, as we know, is that runtimes are forever, and they take a long time to compile things. I think that was been on the FCCM top 10 list for many, many years now. The tools will always take forever to compile. And so we were really heartened to see that the Rapid Stream could make a difference there in terms of making the runtimes better, but also thinking a little bit more about how to kind of integrate the HLS higher level flows all the way down into to the bit stream. The logic shrinking paper, we enjoyed this a lot because largely because obviously the area. So this was the first paper was a tool paper, largely speaking. The logic shrinking was also a tool paper by and large. And that paper, was really a nice step towards neural architecture search. So neural architecture search is massaging your neural networks in a way that they, and choosing between different neural network architectures in a way that will optimize some criteria. And the criteria here was the hardware design. And we felt that aspect was really important and something that we will see probably going forward, a number of papers going forward in that space in the future years at the F conferences. And then the final paper was an application paper. So this was the remote paper. So they're using a really cool sensor, event-based sensor called the dynamic vision sensor. So that event-based sensor, as you probably heard of about an hour ago, or a couple hours ago maybe, is streams in events. And so it's a sort of a really different way of processing sensor data. And it requires unique architecture. So it doesn't typically match well to GPUs and other architectures, which typically work in sort of batch processing types of things. So there's some really nice work there integrating with the sensor, but also taking advantage of that sort of sparsity / non-determinism of the sensor, and also adapting the FPGA hardware to the problem. So dynamically changing the data paths and adapting your resources so that they would best suit the data that is coming in. Guy, go ahead. And the best paper award goes to, drum roll, to RapidStream. So congratulations to the large RapidStream team across UCLA and Ghent and Xilinx and Cornell. You're welcome to join us on stage, and I will give you a virtual. Well, we can't do handshakes. We can do maybe some fist bumps today, or some arm bumps today. If you want to come up and I don't know, show your faces. I think we all kind of know who you are, but by and large, these are people that have been in the community for quite some time. But really just an outstanding work. All of them were outstanding. We contemplated awarding them all best papers, so just not having to make a decision. But we figured Paolo would probably get a little bit upset about that, so we decided on picking this one.
Please just unmute and switch on the camera if you want, if any of the recipient wants to come on stage. That's enough.
I'm happy to take the best paper award, by the way. If no one wants to come on the stage, I can change my name. Hey, there's Jason. All right, congratulations, Jason.
Okay.
Just what Jason needs, another best paper award, right? And Drew as well. Just what Drew needs, another best paper award. Congratulations.
Again.
Congratulations.
Really, it was just outstanding paper. And these were the top papers of that were reviewed as well. And so to get any sort of top award, top ranking in papers in FPGA conferences is an achievement in itself. So congrats again. And Paul, I'm done speaking. I'm just jibber jabbering.
Very good. Thank you very much. I think congratulations to the authors, those present and those that are not present. And I think Michael should be coming up soon.
I'll come up when you tell me to.
Oh.
So this concludes year 2 of our experiment of what happens when you throw away many, many decades of knowledge about how to run a conference and try to do it all online. Apparently being in the afternoon was the choice to be, because the afternoon sessions went better than the morning sessions. I truly apologize to the people who were either cut off or failed to connect, and remind everyone attending the conference that all the papers, all the static presentations and videos people prepared in advance are online now and will remain online for a couple of weeks. And there are chat sessions associated with every individual paper there where you can ask questions. And obviously you can email questions to people as well. But the content is there. At most, what you missed was the opportunity to ask questions live in front of the group. But you can still ask questions of the authors, so please do. Thank you to everybody who was involved in the organization of the conference. Giroux putting together the program, who, congratulations on your best paper as well. He will be the program chair next year. Dustin for going through our back catalog and setting up a really nice website. So go look and see what people were publishing in 2001. For the artifact evaluation folks. Oh, I'm reading a slide that you don't see right now, but you saw the slide at the beginning of the conference. So Suhaib and Miriam and Ellie, thank you for doing the artifact evaluation. And also thank you to John and Joanne for organizing the registration, etc. Their knowledge about how to actually run a conference in person is going to be completely, they will be the only people on the committee next year who have done that in Monterey. So I look forward to their help next year. And that brings us to the reservation for the conference has already been made next year, because part of the deal to get out of this year's was that we maintain it for next year. So we will be at the Marriott in Monterey
In person
on February 12th next year. So a little bit early. Even back in September when we made the decision, most of the dates in February were taken. So maybe it was a good thing that we were forced to go early. So I look forward to seeing everyone next year. And finally, a huge thank you to Paolo for going above and beyond what's normally expected of the program chair, maintaining all the databases, getting everything up, the amount of work just in the last 2 days to try to keep everything running.
and we have seen the effects, right?
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
So everything that went wrong, blame on Paolo. Everything that went right, I'll take credit for. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing everyone next year.
Thank you very much. See you everyone in Monterey finally again.
Bye.
Bye.